I have worked with thousands of women over the last 11 years in the realm of sexual health, women's health, hormones, and what underlies it all is pleasure. This idea of fulfillment, of having, of fullness. And I want to decode for you the top 3 things that I have found most women are craving or wanting more of in the bedroom. We know that sexless marriages are on the rise. We know that more women are staying single than ever. Lots of my clients have divorced in the last couple years. And the thing is, we don't know how to do it anymore. We don't know how to relate anymore. We don't know how to fight. We don't know how to fuck. Don't know how to repair. And the patriarchy underlies this all. Okay. It screws up men as equally as it screws up women. But if you're here, I'm speaking to you because you're the high achiever, you're the overgiver, and you're fucking extraordinary. Okay. But along the way, we got taught that if we overgive, if we just say the right thing, if we do more, if we're patient enough while he heals his trauma or gets treated for his ADHD, it's going to pay off, right? Like just like in our careers, if we work hard and we use our super traits and we don't give up and we keep trying, it's going to work. They're going to finally see, they're going to finally give back. But that's not actually how it works. The resentment builds, the dysfunction builds. And I want you to know that no matter where you are on your journey of healing, okay, some of you, I'm working with you on your physical healing, your physical health. We're fixing the hormones, the pelvic pain, improving your metabolism so that you like the way you look in the mirror and you feel light and sexy. And some of you are working on the pleasure mindset piece. Okay, so that our nervous system doesn't check out when we're in the bedroom or when things get too good, we sabotage it. So, what I've realized is that my work, sometimes it means helping people save marriages, enjoy sex more, have more pleasure and fulfillment in every aspect of their lives. Helping them open up to their partners, helping them be vulnerable, helping them slow down, which we're going to get into today. But other times it means fucking choosing yourself and your pleasure. And if whatever is getting in the way of that, if that's a partner, if he will not come with you, if it's a job, a role that you're in that is not fulfilling, sometimes it means fucking leaving and learning to heal, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. This is when your super traits come in so handy, my love, and flirting again and finding turn on again and learning how to open and be vulnerable and possibly get hurt because you have a path to your own pleasure, a path to your own fulfillment. And it's just a matter of, hey, are you getting in and coming with me? So I want to talk about, no matter where on this journey you are, there are some common threads, okay? And if you are not having the sex and connection that you desire, you're probably craving more of these things. We're going to talk about why you're not getting them. And this isn't always about your partner. It's about your nervous system, your identity, and that arc of you going from high achiever, overgiving people pleaser, thinking that that's going to bring you happiness, but it will not. It's going to get you a lot of success. It's going to get you a lot of nice things, but it's not going to get you fulfillment. And as we know, and my work has always been knowing your desires, okay? Because we can't know where we're going if we don't know what we want. Being able to ask for them and receive them. And sometimes that means letting go of situations that are no longer serving us. And I'm going to talk about that in the next episode about letting go in the bedroom and letting go in life. And we're going to talk about being ravished and actually receiving, once again, in life and in the bedroom. Okay, but I personally want it all. I want a gentleman. I want the good morning texts. I want the door held for me. I want the dates planned. And I also want to be pinned to a wall and made to forget my own name. I'm a lot, and I have a lot to offer, as any overachieving people pleaser does. And I want and expect a lot in return. And one thing that I am unwilling to do is compromise and settle for less. I would rather be single until the end of time than be in another relationship where I am overgiving. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm Dr. Jordan Wiggins, naturopathic doctor, author, coercive control clinician, and pleasure and intimacy strategist. I want you all to giggle with excitement, tingle with fulfillment, okay, not only with our work successes, but in our personal lives too. Okay, and we need a healthy mind, body, hormones, vagina for all of that. So what you need to know is that your high achiever identity, the person who gets shit done, the reliable one, the one that everyone counts on, okay, that is running in the bedroom too. We don't, unless you've done my programs, unless you've worked with me, we don't go from high achiever to receiver just because we walk into the bedroom. Okay, that same operating system, the way we show up at work, the fast, efficient, controlling outcomes, that runs your sex life too. High achieving women who are stuck in sympathetic overdrive, okay, cortisol driven, task oriented, checking off the to-do list, that penetrating, doing energy. It's turning off our desire. It's shutting down our pleasure centers. So you're finishing sex like you're wrapping up a meeting with your team. Okay, we're checking boxes, we're getting shit done, we've got action items, we're moving on. And I'm shriveling, I'm dry, thinking about that. Okay, it's not a libido problem; it's a speed problem. So what I'm seeing that high achievers need more of in the bedroom, in intimacy, even in dating, is slowness. And this is hard for us. So we know, I wrote about this in the Pink Canary. Cortisol is the desire killer. Stress is the biggest brake on your libido that there is. The higher cortisol levels are significantly associated with lower sexual desire in women. Okay, we can't be protecting, putting out fires, fight flight mode, and open to receiving. We know this from the dual control model, Jansen and Bancroft. I just talked about it. The break, these are the things that kill our desire. We, high achievers especially, right? We're hypervigilant because of childhood, because we learned that we had to control our environment, check in on everyone, the volatility around us to stay safe. Our brakes are more sensitive. Okay, they don't text back as quickly. We're always taking the temperature of the room, like we're wondering. Okay, that mental load, that performance pressure, the body judgment of ourselves, right? We're high achievers. It's, this extra little role that I have here, it means a whole bunch of things, right? I don't look the way that I want to look. I need to get to the gym more. I need to try harder. We're on these spirals. Our little, just the tip here, if you're carrying a little extra weight, your nerve endings, all like your body, it still works. It's still going to work. That's our mind shutting down our desire, which is a very real thing, and that needs work too. But it's just society telling us that if we don't look and smell a certain way, or these ideas, beliefs that we've internalized, we don't deserve pleasure. But it's not true. Our nerve endings don't break. Our clitoris doesn't stop working because we didn't make it to the gym. Okay, but anyways, we've got this to-do list, this internal monologue running in the background. Okay, so most of us, when we are in sympathetic overdrive or dysregulated, we have responsive desire. The pleasure centers in our brain are off. We need the context to be specifically sexual for us to get in the mood. That's those of you, and this is why just because you're not into it or you don't feel like it doesn't mean you shouldn't start or you shouldn't try. Okay, because arousal is going to happen in the context when we have responsive desire and not the other way around. And we also know that studies that show that mindfulness during sex leads to improved arousal, orgasm consistency, sexual satisfaction. So, mindfulness, being present with high sensation, like Tantra teaches us, slowing down gives your body time to achieve significant arousal. Okay, in our brains, not just our genitals, but that's our primary sex organ. And especially for high achievers, it needs time to come online. So that's research. That's the research part. But let's talk about why high achievers can't slow down. And sometimes I have high achievers, they've had the high libido. They're like, let's do this. And they're using sex as a release. They're using sex to feel close to their partner. They're using sex because it's hard for them to slow down. But sex is a way that they can with that endorphin release. The real reason that I see high achieving women can't slow down, okay, it's not that you don't want to slow down. It's that slowing down feels like losing control. And control is how you have learned to stay safe or have perceived safety. Okay, so in your career, you move fast, you're competent. Fast is powerful, fast is valuable. You get things done by deadlines, right? You love those pats on the head. They're our praise king. Good job. You're amazing. How did you do that? We love that stuff. We eat that up. Okay, our nervous system has been trained to equate speed with worth, for one thing. And then the other thing is that slowness, slowing down, if I ask you, and this is your homework, set your timer for 11 minutes, lay on the fucking floor, go lay in the grass, be outside, and do nothing. Just sit. Just sit. Go stare at a sunset. Okay, that feels like vulnerability. Not being able to sit and rest and receive. You're not a receiver. You're in high achieving mode. Okay, slowness feels like vulnerability, and vulnerability has never been rewarded in your world. In fact, it's probably been punished. This is why we're so screwed up. Okay, so our body resists it. And I say that lovingly because I am too. Okay, our body resists the slowness even when that's what we're craving. Okay, this is our first stage on the pleasure path, our healing stage. We are doing re-education. We are learning, we're not in fact broken. Our bodies are smart. They learn these adaptive mechanisms, but it's not going to get us the intimacy and the desire that we want. So let's talk about slowness in the context of sex, okay? Slowness is not actually passive. It's not actually weakness. It's not just lying there starfishing, but it's presence. Okay, slowing down and being present with the sensation, with your full body, with your full attention, not with an agenda. We're not trying to get this over with. We're not looking at the clock. We're not thinking about other things. We're slowing down so we are present in the moment. And slowing down is the first condition for responsive desire to activate, right? We need to slow down and be present. Oftentimes, what's in between a high achiever with low libido, their arousal, is actually time to do nothing. It's time to take a bath. It's time to have a massage. It's time to sit in silence. And then, the pleasure centers in your brain are turning on. They're starting to light up. You're shifting into parasympathetic, that rest, digest, make love phase, out of doing and into feeling, out of high achieving and into receiving. So slowness Slowing down is often the first act of receiving. You can't receive at speed, not deeply, okay? I love a quickie as much as the next person, but when we're talking about that deep, connected, soul connecting intimacy that's so fulfilling, multiple orgasms, slowness. We need slowness. And we also need our partners to slow down with us, to take their time, to stay present, to not have an agenda and be rushing to the end, to the orgasm. And when your partner does that, and when your partner gives you the space and the time, and bonus points for you men listening, if they talk us through it, okay, like, I'm not going anywhere, relax, I've got you, take your time, I'm not going anywhere, okay, if we're hearing those things and they mean it, okay, you gotta mean it. And this is the other thing, there are lots of men out there that they want more from sex, but they are not willing to change or do anything to make sex better for their partners. And this is when we leave. This is when we choose us. Okay. That shit is not going to change. But if you are here because you genuinely want to improve things for yourself, for your partner, in dating again, we need to have accountability and we need to change our actions to help our partner. So slowness is the entry point. When we go from high achiever to receiver, you also are going to need to learn how to let go and learn how to be present with those sensations. We'll break this down more. Okay, so and then once you can let go, you have to be able to receive, be ravished, be chosen, have your pleasure be the center of attention for a while. And this is hard to do for high achievers. We're good at giving, we're good at performing. But to receive pleasure, especially receive it without earning it first, that is a task that a high achiever is not up for. Okay, our bodies need the conditions to feel safe enough to open. And slowness is the beginning. Slowness is how we start creating this. And a way that you can create slowness, I'm telling you, set the timer on your phone for 11 minutes. Take 11 minutes a day. If you're burnt out, if you are overwhelmed, 11 minutes a day, do nothing. We're not scrolling. We're not watching Netflix. 11 minutes a day to do nothing. And that's a challenge. Maybe you start with 5. Another way to create slowness, skin to skin contact with no goal. Okay, no, we're not touching. We're setting these boundaries ahead of time. Okay, we're removing the performance pressure. We're just connecting skin to skin. Maybe we're setting the timer for 11 minutes for that too. That is so therapeutic. It is so healing. It's going to turn on your pleasure centers. And for those of you dating or in the casual sex doesn't mean that you give all this up or there's a lack of respect. I've even had men say, I'll come over and hold you. Like, we don't have to do anything. Just let me hold you. And honestly, what does that do? That turns me on. That the lack of pressure, right? To just be present with sensation. Or after sex, say, I didn't even need that. I would have just laid here with you and played with your hair. So it's very interesting. Men are craving the connection too. Okay. And it's very telling if you're in a relationship and you ask for the skin to skin and you're trying to reconnect and he's trying to stick it in. Okay. Fuck that guy. That does not make you feel safe. So we're going to get into that more in the next episode. So if this episode landed for you, I want you to do one of 2 things. Book a pleasure path assessment. We're going to find out where you are on this journey and what your next steps are to healing. And the second thing is, if you know this is you, if you know you need work here, you need extra support customized to exactly where you are at now, taking the guesswork out of it to take you from high achiever to receiver. Okay, this is if your marriage is on the rocks. This is if you are single and you're dating and you're repeating the same patterns. Or even if you're healing, right? You're out of a relationship where you have been overgiving and you need help healing. I've got you. Head to the show notes. Let's get on a call and chat about the support you need and what working together looks like. Until next time, let the slowness fill you.